Bob Coppedge, Caraccio Geek, CEO Simplex-IT, and this is my rant and review of March 2024. And I'm actually recording this the day after the eclipse because I wanted to make sure we all survived that apocalypse, because what would be the point otherwise? And yes, we did, and it was a fantastic time. But let's keep it focused on March. First of all, one of the things that we did organizationally, and I've talked about this before, is that Simplex-IT's offerings are pretty much, we have this annual model that deals with the majority of our services to both the fully managed and commits clients, and we call it Model 24, 23, 22. And one of the things that we do is we now are doing monthly webinars aimed at specifically clients about some of the services and some of the things we do. So in February, we did our first one, which was talking about MDR, some of the services, advanced security services now offered to all of our Model 24 clients, and we did that with Sophos. In March, we did our second one, and that was talking about Keeper, or password management, to our clients, again, so that they have an idea of what this thing does and how it does it. This is in addition to our onboarding. And then in April, we'll do it again, and that's going to be for Bigger Brains, our LMS, learning management system. So that went on, and that went well as we did an internal training event for our support and professional services team to better learn how to support, implement, and manage that product. And we're going to be basically doing the same sort of thing along those lines. We also had, it was March, which means there was March 14th, which means we had Pi Day, and client relations director Jesse and got everybody together, and I think we gave around 50 pies or something to clients, and actually had some extras, so they got creative and went to various places. But we always give pies away. We've done that for like 6 or 7 years or so. That's we get great feedback from folks who apparently love the pies. Gardener Pies is where we get the pies from, by the way. So that went well. I also spent a couple of days, again, I'm on one of the advisory councils, specifically the Channel Development Advisory Council for CompTIA, which is the largest non-vendor-oriented IT professional organization, I think, in the world at this point. Spent a few days over in Chicago and got to do some really cool stuff. One was got together with the Channel Advisory Council to really talk about what are some of the ways that we can help organizations, both managed services as well as vendors working with managed services, as well as our clients, move forward. And there are a whole bunch of topics on that one. And we developed materials, we developed some frameworks, all that. And it's always good to have, I think we get together virtually twice a year and then physically twice a year, and this was the first of the meetings. So that was cool. It's good to see people and good to have some real strong strong conversations on these topics. We also had the Trustmark group on the cybersecurity side, which is one of the programs that we're following to really help us improve not just our security, but the framework and the process and the methodologies behind it. And so there was a good meeting to do kind of about a 4-hour session to go over some of that stuff. So that was cool. Good use of my time to be in Chicago. Also did locally the Ohio Aerospace Institute, which is one of those organizations we're kind of involved with, and basically testing the waters, trying to figure out how much more involved to get. Honestly, it's one of those where if your organization is involved with aerospace or wants to be involved with aerospace in the Northeast Ohio area, OAI is definitely a group to get involved with, and their networking events and some of their presentations are really cool, especially if you're a bit of a space or aerospace geek such as myself. So it was cool to have to go through that, and that was great. And there's other things as well, some onboarding, and we're doing some more advanced projects for some of our clients. So those are all cool. Some good meetings along those lines. And then, of course, we had to work on some announcements that we had to do on April 1st. And last year, those of you who might remember, we did our announcement of Simplex-IT's Sarcasm as a Service. This year, we were developing our offering for AI. That's right, accidental intelligence. So that went well, but in addition to that, my office was taken over by ducks. Anyway, that's what happened in the month of March. And we've got a whole bunch of stuff's already going on with April and more to come, but you'll have to wait for that for next month. Anyway, in the meantime, any questions you got, anything along those lines, uh, love to talk to you, and take care. Hope you enjoyed the eclipse as much as I did. Bye.